everybody, it's me, Freddie Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to a late in the day edition of Freddie Friday Story Funtime with me, your host, and I just did Frederick Fred Friday. And my producer, to please your name, James. What's the matter, Freddie? You looking haggard, sounding tired. It's Coomer, well, here, people. Today, episode number 96. It's called Freddie Takes on City Hall Part 2 because I had a long day. I just came home from City Hall. You just came home from City Hall? Yeah, and it was so beauty. I was there taking on City Hall because listen, people. Remember last year when I had to take on City Hall because of all the construction going on? Well, you could hear outside, right? It's loud. It's loud. I just moved here too recently, and already there gut renovations happening across the street. The block was quiet, now it's loud. It's like it followed me around, so I had to go back to City Hall. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Freddie. Well, it was so busy there, too. It was like they knew I was coming today at City Hall, so there were all these cameras. There were all these people, all these news people. They were like, oh, here's Freddie. Here come Freddie. Fred Friday. There he is. There was another high-profile case happening at City Hall today, Freddie? What are you talking about? I don't want to mention any names or anything, but there definitely was something very important happening today at City Hall. No, what was important was I was there to take on City Hall. I was taking on City Hall. They were like, okay, we'll hear your case. What up? They said, what up? No, they said, how can we help you? And I was like, listen, you teamer, it take a lot for me to come down here. I had to take the R train to City Hall, the station City Hall, I tried to go downstairs at the station. Turns out that don't exist. There's like some underground downstairs level that, is abandoned. Or just use it like a train depot. A downstairs City Hall platform that's not in use, you mean? Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is true. That does exist. Yeah, so then I came back up there. Then I had to exit the station. And I was like, where am I? I went to the Tweed Courthouse. You know the Tweed Courthouse? I know the Tweed Courthouse. Yeah, that wasn't the right place to be. I had to go to the regular City Hall. Then there were all these people there getting married. That was kind of cute, all the marriages and all the publicity. And finally, when I got to the desk, they were like, are you here with anybody? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm a grown-ass dog. I'm here by myself. Here's my ID. My name's Frederick Fred Friday, and I'm here to state a case. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So what exactly was the case that you stated? Well, I was like, listen, it's loud. I live in Brooklyn. And they were like, yo, that's life. And I said, no. You don't understand. I moved several places in my life. They were always considered to be quiet. And then I moved in and it got loud immediately, like a follower, like a demon, a sound demon, Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, did they have any response to that? Well, they were like, I don't know what we can do for you, next. And I was like, no. I'm not leaving here. Look, I put on a tie, I'm trying to be classy. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just like, where can I, who holding the permits for this stuff? Can I be like a, some version of a hall monitor, a neighborhood watch? A neighborhood sound watch, A neighborhood sound watch? Yeah. So they helped me fill out some paperwork. They said, you gotta mail it in. I was like, mail what in? I'm right here. And they were like, oh, okay, fine. Go sit in that chair and wait for somebody to call you. And get what? What, Freddie? Nobody ever called me. I just sat there for hours. And eventually I came up and they were like, Leon, we don't know what we're going to do for you. We never heard anything like this before. They never heard anything like this before in all the years of City Hall. Well, Leon, I can't help that, I'm an unusual character, It's true, you're definitely an unusual character. Well, what were you doing today? Believe it or not, Freddie, I was by City Hall. We were there at the same time? Well, I left before you. I thought I left before you. I didn't see you. I just walked out the door. Okay. Well, what were you doing by City Hall? I was given a tour around City Hall, but not in City Hall. So maybe that's why we didn't see each other. I see, How'd that go for you? That went pretty good. Oh, good. We're going to buy me dinner tonight? Yeah, I can buy you some dinner tonight. Score one for the big guy. Oh, listen, people, listen. You can't always take on City Hall, but I can tell you one thing you gotta do. There's episode 96, as I mentioned before, and where we're ticking down towards 100, and I want you to send your questions in for me, because we're going to do a special 100 episode Q&A With me, obviously, for Friday. And maybe a question for you too, the producer, if you're lucky. If I'm lucky, yeah. So you can send your question for me. I'll try to answer them at Freddie Friday Story Funtime at gmail.com. It's 4 weeks away. So I'm figuring I'd give you time to really think about it and ask me the hard-hitting questions. And I'll give you the hard-hitting replies, I know. Yeah. So you're pretty pooped is what you're saying today. Cool, man? Yeah, I'm pooped. I'm pooped like an indoor wee-wee pad, But yeah, I gotta get me some dinner. With the way I'm feeling and looking right now, it might even have to go with a little bit of whiskey or something. Really? No, I don't want to drink. No. But that's what I'm looking like, Yeah, Freddie, maybe I'll give you a bath and a bath. What are you talking about? I groom myself. Fine, groom yourself, brush yourself, do what you gotta do, Freddie. I don't really care. Come in my show. What do you mean you don't really care? You do what I tell you to do when I tell you. That's why I'm a producer. I hire you to hire. I can do whatever I want, Okay, Freddie, if you say so. I do take though. We'll let them people the end. Today's lesson is on a Friday when there's a big cake going on. It's hard to take on City Hall, But get out there. It's going to be a little cooler this weekend. Maybe rain tomorrow, cool on Sunday. But get out there. A good time of year. The end. Where did I find it, producer? At Freddie Friday on YouTube? Yup. At Freddie Friday Story Funtime on Instagram? Yup. And like I said a minute ago, send me an email with your question at Freddie Friday Story Funtime at gmail.com. So it's a Tuesday joke. Maybe I'm in a joking mood, Or maybe, yeah. What do you say, Freddie? I tell the people I love, doodles, and give you guys big old kisses like this. Oh, thank you, Freddie. See you Tuesday.